It's Thursday, September 28th, and we have a brand new tropical storm to talk about in the Atlantic Ocean. That is Tropical Storm Rina. We still have Philippe, and the two might interact with each other, which makes the forecast for both of these storms a little bit interesting. Here's what it looks like across the Atlantic. Those are the only two systems we're watching, by the way. That's Philippe and that's Rina. Neither one of them look very well organized. Certainly Philippe is encountering some wind shear. We're seeing a flare-up of thunderstorms, though, just towards the east of the center, and we're seeing that flare-up of thunderstorms there with Rina as well. So as of 5 o'clock, the advisory on Philippe has winds of 45. This thing is just drifting at 2 miles per hour, and it's about 525 miles east here of the northern Lesser Antilles and the northern Leeward Islands. It is, again, just going to drift around for the next several days, probably not strengthen or weaken very much, as it is still encountering some unfavorable conditions, but it's also going to be interacting a little bit with Rina, which is just behind it. You can see it's about 1,100 miles east of the Lesser Antilles, so about 500 miles here behind Philippe, winds of 40. It is moving a little more towards the northwest at 14. It is expected pretty much to maintain its strength, but here's the track for Philippe, and you can see how both of them are going to be very close to each other. And that could mean something interesting, something we call the Fujiwara effect, where sometimes they sort of rotate around each other, and they're going to sort of influence each other, and there's no guarantee that Philippe is going to hold together or Rina is going to hold together. As a matter of fact, I'll show you both of the two major computer models. One is saying that Rina is going to be the one that wins out. The other is saying Philippe. But the good news is both of these systems are east of Bermuda and certainly east of the United States, and we'll see some squally weather along through the Lesser Antilles, but we're not expecting anything significant. So here's the European model, of course, traditionally one of the better models. Here's Philippe, here's Rina, and notice that here comes Philippe and Rina still out there as we go into this weekend. Sunday, still out there, but neither one of them very strong, and eventually we see Rina sort of get absorbed by a front, and Philippe holds together a little bit and sort of works its way off towards the north. That's one computer model. Here's what the American model is saying. Here's Philippe, here's Rina. Again, showing Rina as the stronger system, sort of doing that little dance around each other. Philippe here, and then Rina now starting to move off towards the northwest, and here's Philippe showing up stronger, even more, working its way towards the northeast, and Rina maybe being a coastal system as we move into next weekend for parts of New England or even into areas of eastern Canada. So both of these systems are expected to remain in the central Atlantic. We still have a little more than 2 months to go until the end of November for hurricane season, or traditionally about a third of the activity is left here for the next 2 months. Just something interesting going on in the tropics with Philippe and Rina. We'll see which one wins out, if either of them win out, or if they influence each other so much that they both dissipate or they start to transition and work their way off into the North Atlantic. A lot to watch as we head into the weekend. Otherwise, the rest of the tropics are quiet.